Hello everyone, Chief Meteorologist Matt Holiner. Well, some in Nebraska today are going to see a lot of snow, others barely any. One thing's for sure, everybody's going to be seeing some very cold temperatures. Let's start talking about that snow though. And I tell you what, there's going to be a lot more in the western part of the state versus the eastern part of the state. So very appropriately, we are 9 a.m. this morning and notice the snow showers coming down in Scotts Bluff where it is going to be a snowy day. You jump ahead to noon, notice still snowing in Scottsbluff, trying to push into the central part of the state, but a place like Kearney, it's probably not going to start more around 2, 3 o'clock. Notice 3 o'clock still snowing in Scottsbluff. Jump ahead to 6 o'clock, still snowing in Scottsbluff. The snow trying to reach to the east, but I tell you what, I think for the far eastern part of the state, it's really only going to amount to some flurries more than anything instead of a steady snow, and that's going to make a big difference. Now, 9 o'clock, we're kind of in the finishing stages. There'll still be snow around, but not quite as much. The intensity will be going down, and then by midnight, it'll all be clear of the state. So when we look at snow totals, look at the big difference of the western part of the state versus the eastern part of the state. Scotts Bluff, again, now I do want to stress this is just one model. I want to pick one model. This is the one I'm going to go with. I think it's got the best handle of the situation right now, but I do want to consider all the possibilities. So we're going to show you some snowfall ranges in a second, but if we want to go with just one number, this is what I'm going to go with for now, 6.6 inches in Scottsbluff. But notice that once you get to North Platte, cut it in half, and then it just keeps going down. But there's going to be a very tight gradient. It's going to depend on where a heavier snow band sets up. If it sets up a little bit farther north, for example, those totals are going to have to be pushed up a little bit for Kearney, Grand Island. If it sets up a little bit farther to the south, those numbers that you see there might be a little bit too high. So that's something that we're going to watch and keep that in mind. So don't get too tied to one specific number. Keep a range in mind, but definitely the general rule, more to the west, less to the east. Now, one thing's for sure, we are going to see some really cold temperatures, especially early Thursday morning. Check out these feels like temperatures. This is going to be rough. I mean, we're talking about widespread negative 15, negative 20, negative 25 degrees. In fact, there could be a couple spots in the state that get down to negative 30. That is going to feel bad, needless to say. All right, so let's summarize the forecast for today. I'm just going to call it a snowy day for Scottsbluff, a cloudy day, a breezy day. Temperatures are only going to be dropping as we go through today. So we're seeing our warmest temperatures right now. It's not going to feel any warmer than 1 degree this morning. I do think most of the afternoon the feels like temperatures are going to be below zero. For Kearney, you're dry this morning, but snow will move in the afternoon. It's going to be breezy as well. Gusts around 25 miles per hour. Not going to feel any warmer than -3. For Omaha, it's going to stay dry today, but it is going to be windy. Through the early afternoon, I think we could see those gusts get up to 40 miles per hour, and that means it's not going to feel any warmer than -5. For tonight, the snow showers will still be around Kearney, Scottsbluff during the evening hours, but again, by midnight, chance of snow is over with. When it's all said and done, I think the range for Scottsbluff is as little as 5 inches, perhaps as high as 8 inches. So most likely, probably 6 to 7 inches. Notice that it's quite a bit less for Kearney, but still notable. I think as little as 1 inch, perhaps as high as 4 inches, most likely 2 to 3 inches. And look at that wind chill. Late tonight, early tomorrow morning, getting down to -23. Now, Omaha, the range a lot smaller. It's possible you might not see anything. At most, we're talking 1/10 of an inch of snow. It's really just probably going to be some flurries that'll be around during the evening hours. Breezy throughout the night, and that means that early Thursday morning, you're going to be walking out to temperatures feeling like -19. For Thursday, going to be dry in the morning in Scottsbluff, but some snow showers are going to return in the afternoon. Not going to be breezy, so that high of 21, it should really feel like 21, but it is going to be breezy in Kearney and Omaha with gusts 20 to 25 miles per hour. So definitely still a wind chill factor. Notice the high temperature is only going to be 9 degrees, and when you factor in the wind, it's not going to feel any warmer than -2, -3. So to summarize everything here, for the central and western part of the state, snow is going to be around, and when that snow is coming down, visibility is going to be greatly reduced. If you can just stay indoors, that's going to be best. Definitely give yourself a lot of extra time if you do need to travel. And then once the snow exits, be prepared for some very cold temperatures, especially in the central and eastern part of the state. It's probably where we're going to see those feels like temperatures be the coldest because that's where the winds are still going to be strong. So this is a situation, especially Thursday morning, where extra layers, absolutely, hats and gloves, and don't forget about the outdoor pets. Thanks for watching.